Hi there, I am Michelle Lundquist. I am the broker and the co-owner of Selling High, Buying Low. I want to thank you for scanning the QR code that was in the packet that we dropped at your door. The One of the pages that we left for you is the market update for your neighborhood, Avery Park. And so I just want to talk about that just for a couple of minutes, give you kind of an analysis of that market update so that you can understand some of the numbers on there in a little bit more detail so that, just explain it a little bit more detail. So, at the very top of that report, there is a bar graph that shows seller's market, balance market, and a buyer's market. So, um, you can see that there's a tick mark, and we do show that Avery Park has moved into a buyer's market. I'm going to explain in a minute here why we are showing Avery Park in a buyer's market. Real estate is hyper local, so not every neighborhood in Comal County is in a buyer's market, but most of them are now in a buyer's market. And so I'll explain why we say it is in a buyer's market. Price per square foot for May 2025, we're seeing sold price per square foot at about $170 a square foot. Average sold price is $250,000. Now, please understand, we this is an average. It does not take into account how many square feet is in the home. So this is just an average based on all of the homes sold in Avery Park. Okay. Also, average list price is $289,000. Again, this does not take into account the square footage of the home. It's just an average across all of the homes sold in Avery Park. Months of inventory. So a lot of people are confused about months of inventory. Months of inventory indicates if no other homes came on the market in Avery Park for the next 6 months. It would take 6.78, so almost 7 months for all of the homes that are available in Avery Park to sell. Because of that, that is why we say that Avery Park is in a buyer's market. So that bar graph that we see at the top, that's why we say it's in a buyer's market. If it was 6 months or under, then we would say it's a balanced market. And then 5 months, usually um, 4 to 5 months or under, probably 4 months or under, we say it's a seller's market. So usually that 4 and 5 months is a more of a balanced market, and then 6 months and over is a buyer's market. So we are definitely in a buyer's market in Avery Park. Okay, we are seeing that homes are selling on average in 41 days. So that's actually quite good. There are many places in Comal County that we are seeing, more than 80 or 100 days on market. So your neighborhood is actually selling quite quickly compared to other areas of Comal County, even though we're in a buyer's market. So that's good. And even though we have almost 7 months of inventory. List price to sold price ratio. This is really great number. So 99.1%. So really sellers are not reducing their price a lot. So 99.1% means they're getting almost their list price. That is fantastic for people looking to sell their home. If we were seeing this percentage drop, that would mean that our sellers are listing too high and buyers are not coming up to that number, and they're not agreeing, and they're not paying those prices. So that list price to sold price ratio is really good. It means that we're not out of sync with what is being listed compared to what it's selling for. So that's really the high level of what's going on in Avery Park right now. If you have questions about your specific home, we would love to give you analysis, even if it's just to get an update. If you're not ready to sell, we're happy still to give you an analysis of where you're at right now. Feel free to give us a call or to Send us an email, text, whatever. We're happy to answer any questions for you. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a great day.